north side of Mt Davidson, outside of the eucalyptus plantation, and it's the only place in the city that huckleberries grow naturally. And in the springtime, you're walking along here and you see this sun shining through. The new growth is all shades of red. Bright red, copper red, bronze red, pink red, just all shades of reds. And backlit by the sun, it looks like the whole mountain is on fire. So this side of Davidson is, we've got the festuca, the California fescue here, and we'll find another big weed, native bunch grass up ahead called Nootka reedgrass. Comes all the way down from Alaska, the island of Nootka there, comes all the way down the coast, and it drops out just about here. It's also on San Bruno Mountain, and it's on Pedro Point out by Pacifica, and that's pretty much the southern terminus of the Nootka reedgrass. So anyway, this particular combination of the huckleberry, the California fescue, and the Nootka reedgrass is pretty special. There's only one other place in the world that I know of where you find those three growing together, and that is Pedro Point down in southern Pacifica. And it's the only place I know for these three, so it's kind of a very special community.
And what's that, Jake?
Well, it's at bloom at this time of year, and as I said, it's really important to have these late bloomers, mostly in the sunflower family, the composite family. There's many species of cudweed, closely related to the pearly everlasting. The pearly everlasting has this dark green above, kind of shiny actually, and dense woolly hairs protecting the underside and the stem, which saves moisture, and it's able to bloom at this time of year. This is July 19th. That's very late. It's been a long time since we've had rain. This is really a tough plant. And it's very important that we save these late flowering plants, and it's important that you put them in your garden. So, you know, you want to help the insects that are abroad now. You notice that it's kind of almost a dead white. It'd be even more beautiful than that sometimes. It's such a white. It's and this is not yet open. This is not yet open, but it's beginning to open here in the center. And you know, when it opens, it's mostly yellow, with surrounded by the white bracts. But as I say, these are bazillions of tiny little flowers that once an insect catches sight of this, he lands there and he's in hog heaven. And he's got all these hundreds or thousands of flowers where he can quaff nectar and eat pollen and whatever.
Got snowberry, poison oak berries, not quite. Sambucus, elderberries. Everybody's here. There's some poison oak berries.
This is going back about 20 or more years, 25 maybe. there used to be a big patch of Armenian blackberry. That's the blackberry that we all love to eat at this time of year. But it's very weedy and it takes over. It not only seeds itself all over, birds shit the seeds around in odd places, but also it roots wherever it touches the ground. Wherever these primocanes touch the ground, they send out a root, so they keep expanding horizontally, and birds distribute them everywhere. So we wanted to get rid of it, and it was kind of beyond the ability of volunteers at that time. And this was before the Natural Resources Division of Rec Park was formed. And so anyway, one time Levi Strauss, they're a very community-minded group, a corporate group, and they once every so often they would shut down their operations and send their staff out to 4 different places. They would divide their staff into 4 and send them out. When they sent one out here to do a task of our choosing, and they had them tackle the blackberries here. They did a very good job. They eliminated a patch, and we followed up on this to make sure the seed bank. What we did not count on, and this is what you learn by experience, the Audubon people, the bird people, were in a fit about that because it was disruptive. A lot of birds depended on that blackberry patch for nesting and protection and all sorts of things. And they got uptight about it, and so there was a sort of a blow up. Long and short of it is, we're friends, of course, and we're working for the same thing. We just consult each other now. And I have another story to tell along the same lines. I was working just inside the plantation here, and we were pulling various weeds, one of which is a cotoneaster. It's a shrub from China, very weedy. It's bird distributed. They eat the red berries, and they shit them all over the place. So we wanted to get rid of the cotoneasters. And I was working one time with Josiah Clark, who is, I don't know, Josiah is, he knows a degree about plants, but he knows especially birds and other animals. And so I was working alongside him. We were pulling weeds, and I started to pull the cotoneaster. He says, no, don't do that. And I says, Josiah, they're all over the mountain. I know, but see that little hermit thrush over there? This is his territory. He can't get to the other cotoneasters. He can only get here in his territory because he'll be chased out of any place else. And this is the only cotoneaster for him. And so, wait until the hermit thrush is gone. Well, that was another eye-opener for us. So, we need to learn from each other. It opened my eyes about that. I don't know.
The connection and interrelatedness of all things, huh?
Yeah.
Thank you for that story, Jake.
It's what they call an ecotone. It's a transition zone. And this is where the birds concentrate. I can see some pink currants there, the fruits. See the blue currants, the white snowberry, this barberry, also fruits. So there's a lot of berries here. Huckleberry, elderberry right there. I'm from Montana, and on the ranch we had our very favorite berry was serviceberry, or sometimes called sarviceberry, or the Canadians call it Saskatoon. delicious berry. And we ate them raw, made pies out of them, and jams and the like. Here, they're not tasty at all. The berries, they're pretty insipid, and I think it's just one of those plants that need hard winters and hot summers. And
Which neither of which we have here.
right. So for that reason, the berries are very unappealing. I call this my brain. If it doesn't get written down, it won't get remembered.
Just a little piece of paper with some notes is on it, huh?
Yeah.